Chapter 13. The Yaga of Vishvamithra. The young princess went to the presence of the rishi and asked him, "We would like to be told when the Rakshasas will make their appearance. We want to be prepared for their coming." Looking at them, eager to fight with the Rakshasas and to kill them, the rishis in the ashrama of Vishvamithra were pleased beyond measure. They spoke gently and softly. "From today, the yaga will last for 6 days. Since he has taken up the Diksha, the great saint Vishvamithra is silent. He has to observe the vow of silence. For 6 days and 6 nights, you will both have to be alert and guard the Yagnashala." "We will do so," replied Rama. The brothers took up their bows, strung them, and stood grasping them firmly with their left hands, and with the arrows poised in their right hands, they stood alert, ready, and eager. Day and night they went around the Yagnashala, guarding it like the eyelids guard the eyes from danger. 5 days and 5 nights passed without any mishap. Rama said, "Lakshmana, be very careful. Today is the last day, and we have to be prepared for the coming of the two evildoers." The fire in the Yajnakunda was burning with a greater brilliance as Rama spoke. It was a great and glorious sight. The fire presided over by the noble Vishvamithra and surrounded by all the rishis. The music of the recital of the Vedas, sonorous, slow, and dignified, filled the four quarters with a feeling of awe and at the same time peace. It purified the very air which carried it everywhere. There was a sudden noise, like the clap of thunder at the coming of monsoon. Like a rain cloud darkens the sky during the rainy season, the sky was suddenly dark. Rama and Lakshmana knew that the Rakshasas had appeared. They had their myrmidons with them, and there rained a ghastly rain made of blood and flesh. The Rakshasas did not expect any opposition, and they had not assumed the Maya tactics, and Rama could see them clearly. Angered beyond measure at the manner in which they were trying to pollute the holy Yagnashala, Rama told Lakshmana, "Look, Lakshmana, look at these flesh-eating Rakshasas who are trying to molest these good men. Watch me scatter them and their associates like the rain clouds will be by a fast wind." Angry with the act of intruders, Rama took up the astra called Manavastra and aimed it at the chest of Maricha. Taken unaware, unused to opposition from anyone at any time, Maricha felt as though lightning had struck him. Before he could even think, the astra carried him to a distance of 100 yojnas and threw him into the sea. But it did not kill him. Rama said, "Look at this Manavastra and its power, Lakshmana. It has carried the sinner to a distance of 100 yojnas and has thrown him into the sea, but it has not killed him. This is a compassionate astra. It punishes but doesn't kill." The noble Vishvamithra had told us much, and it is true. But I am not giving so much of latitude to the others. I will kill all of them. Rama took up the Agni Astra, the astra presided over by fire, and aimed it at the chest of Subahu, the other miscreant. Subahu fell to the ground dead. With the help of Vayu Astra, the astra presided over by the god of wind, Rama killed the rest of the Rakshasa host. The yajna was protected only too well by Rama and Lakshmana, and there was a great joy in the hearts of all the rishis in the Siddhashrama. That night was the last night of the yaga. The next morning, after the conclusion of the yaga with the proper rituals, Vishvamithra called the young men to his side and said, "Rama, you are indeed a great warrior, and your fame will now spread in all the four quarters. With your help, I have been able to complete the yaga which I had begun some time back. Siddhashrama is Siddhashrama today. Rama and Lakshmana were happy that they had accomplished the task which they had undertaken, and they spent the night in a happy frame of mind. When the night had passed and when the sun's rim brightened the eastern sky, they rose up from their sleep. They went to their guru Vishvamithra, who was surrounded by a crowd of rishis. Everyone was looking radiant since the Yaga, which at a time seemed an impossible task to have been taken up, had been completed with the help of the young princess from Ayodhya. As soon as they saw the young men, they all blessed them in unison with the words, Jaya Vijayi Bhava, may you ever be victorious. Vishwamitra sat with a gentle smile on his lips. Rama spoke to him in a respectful and soft voice. He said, We are here waiting for further commands from you. Please, my lord, tell us what we should do now. Vishwamitra said, In Mithila, King Janaka is performing a yaga. He is a very righteous king, a Raj Rishi. We are all going to Mithila and I would like you to come with us. There is something in Mithila which will interest princes like you. The famed bow of Mahadeva is there with Chanaka, and I am sure you will like to have a look at it. The bow is very powerful and is said to glow like the sun. It was given to the ancestors of Janaka during the performance of a yaga. It is also well known that no Deva, nor an Asura, nor a Gandharva, or a man has been able to lift and string the divine bow. Many were the kings and princes who tried to, but they failed miserably. You must see this bow, Rama. It is a wonderful bow. It is placed in the palace of the king and is worshipped with flowers and incense every day. We will soon begin our journey to Mithila.